All right, so you're chilling, scrolling memes, sipping your overpriced coffee, when suddenly every single screen lights up. Missile launch detected. This is not a drill. And just like that, your plans to watch cat videos are replaced with one very real, very terrifying question. What if North Korea launched a nuclear attack? Let's dive into this scenario with facts, logic, and just enough humor to keep us from crying into our emergency canned beans. The launch. First off, yes, North Korea has nukes. Around 20 to 30 nuclear warheads depending on who you ask, and how much they've had to drink. They've tested long-range missiles, some potentially capable of reaching the US, Japan, South Korea, and other targets. So let's say, worst-case scenario, they launch one or several nukes aimed at a major city, Seoul, Tokyo, Los Angeles, maybe Guam. Why Guam? Because it's always Guam for some reason. The world's military radar systems catch it immediately. Within seconds, sirens blare, people panic. Someone's trying to Google how to survive a nuke while standing in line at Starbucks. Missile defense systems go on high alert. THAAD in South Korea, Aegis destroyers in the Pacific, and the US ground-based interceptors all scramble like a gamer's router during a storm. Do the missiles get through? Here's where the drama really kicks in. Do they hit or get shot down? Modern defense systems can intercept missiles, sometimes. It's like playing real-life whack-a-mole with world-ending stakes. If only one or two missiles are fired, there's a decent chance they get intercepted. If North Korea launches multiple, some might get through. And if even one lands, kaboom. We're talking instant devastation. A single nuke could kill hundreds of thousands to millions, depending on population density. Seoul, toast. Tokyo, cooked. LA, well, it might finally fix the traffic problem. The global fallout. If a nuke lands, you better believe the response will be instant and furious. The US, South Korea, Japan, and probably every nation with a navy and a grudge would hit back. Hard. We're talking retaliation strikes, massive air raids, possibly a regime-ending operation in Pyongyang. North Korea would likely be flattened within hours. But here's the kicker: China. Their relationship with North Korea is complicated, part buddy, part babysitter. If they feel threatened, things get dicey, fast. You know how bar fights start when someone punches the wrong guy? Same energy, except with nukes and the potential collapse of global civilization. Economic meltdown. Even if nukes are intercepted, the fear alone is enough to wreak havoc. Global stock markets crashed harder than your uncle's drone on Christmas morning. Cryptocurrency more unstable than your sleep schedule. Oil prices higher than your neighbor after edible night. Trade routes would halt, flights grounded, and governments scrambling to secure food, medicine, and toilet paper. Again. Did we learn nothing from 2020? Oh, and North Korea's neighbors? They're prepping shelters, drafting soldiers, and basically updating their wills in real time. Radiation, refugees, and rebuilding. Now, if a nuke actually hits, the radiation zone becomes a no-go zone for centuries. Survivors face burns, sickness, and the world's worst tan lines. Hospitals are overwhelmed. Infrastructure is rubble. Millions try to flee. But where do you run when your country just got flash-fried? International aid floods in. Rebuilding takes decades. Politicians make speeches. Documentaries get made. And somewhere, some kid still manages to upload a TikTok about it. Oh, and the environment? Nuclear fallout doesn't just stay put, it rides the wind. Fallout clouds could reach other countries, messing with crops, weather, and making everyone paranoid about rain. So what if North Korea launched a nuclear attack? Cities could be vaporized, millions might die, the economy nosedives, and World War III could be knocking. But here's the wild part. This scenario is unlikely. Why? Because even North Korea knows that launching a nuke is basically pressing the self-destruct button. So while tensions are real and diplomacy is messier than a toddler with spaghetti, Global leaders do know what's at stake. If this video detonated your curiosity, hit that like button before it evaporates. Subscribe for more what-if scenarios that walk the line between terrifying and ridiculous. And comment below, where would you run if nukes started flying, or would you just go out making pancakes?